If Max Verstappen gets one more penalty point on his super license this weekend, he'll be suspended for next week's British Grand Prix. Red Bull have prepared for this in advance, Dr. Helmut Marko has revealed, as F2 driver Arvid Lindblad has tested in Italy on Monday in an F1 car, and he will be driving an FP1 for Red Bull at Silverstone as well. Well, thank you for watching today's GPFans News video. We put out videos throughout every week, all season long, so subscribe if you're new, and let's continue with the video. Lindblad is seen as the best Red Bull talent since Verstappen himself. At 17 years and 243 days old, the Brit became the youngest race winner in F2 history earlier this year. Red Bull made sure ahead of the 2025 season that Lindblad would have enough super license points to compete in F1. This will now come in handy, as he might have to deputize at the senior team should Verstappen get suspended in Austria, with Lindblad conducting a TPC around Imola on Monday and making his F1 weekend debut at FP1 next week, as Marko revealed. Quote, "What characterizes him, Lindblad, is his mental strength and confidence. Apparently, his Swedish-Indian background appears to work very well in motorsports. We are preparing in case something really happens with Max Verstappen's penalties. We have two reserve drivers at the moment, Lindblad and Ayumu Iwasa. But with Iwasa, Formula 1 races overlap with his races in Japan. For some races, we even had a deal with another team, and once a reserve driver was even scheduled with 3 teams at the same time. It is not easy to find someone who is immediately deployable, and that's why Lindblad is in the car now." Four-time world champion Sebastian Vettel doesn't think McLaren's run of form dating back to last year counts as real dominance. Vettel, who himself had 2 utterly dominant seasons in his time at Red Bull, still believes up to 4 different drivers could win the title this year. Like Vettel did himself at the start of last decade, Max Verstappen has now won 4 consecutive titles for Red Bull, 2 of which in utterly dominant fashion, just like Vettel in 2011 and 2013. This year, Red Bull don't seem to have a car worthy of challenging, but the German doesn't see it that way. Vettel believes any of Piastri, Norris, Verstappen or Russell could still easily win the title, despite McLaren's early advantage in the current season. Quote, "Right now, even if McLaren is perhaps dominant, I don't have a clear favorite for the title yet. McLaren has had a very good run recently. How long that will last is unknown. It's not real dominance in that sense yet. Red Bull is, I think, the dominant force of the last few years if you look at the current rules. Even if things are a bit more difficult right now, Max and the team somehow still manage not to be so far away from the top." And finally today, F1 the movie releases in the United States after already premiering internationally 2 days ago. We simply want to know, are you planning to see it this weekend or ever? And if not, why not? And if you have already seen it, what did you think? Is the racing and the storyline realistic? Would you recommend it to an actual F1 fan? Or is it just a movie for a mainstream audience? We want to know all of your thoughts around it, so please leave them in the comments down below. And by the way, please no spoilers, as I'll be watching it this weekend as well. Anyway, that's the end of today's video, so thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on Monday after the Austrian Grand Prix. Peace.